Georgia, and every single Friday I bring you a brand new video full of Vintageish goodness. I've been wearing Vintageish and pin-up inspired looks probably for the last 7-ish years now. So I created this channel for those of you who want to start your own Vintageish journey but perhaps don't know where to begin. Today, we are going to chat about how to style secondhand fashion. I'm going to show you my Bobby bargains from a recent charity shop haul, and we discuss all things thrifting. If you love all things vintage and pin-up but are wondering where to begin, or maybe you're just here for the chit-chat, either way, hit that subscription button, guys, and turn your notifications on so that you never miss another video. If you are new here, well, hello, how are you? Oh, wonderful, lovely. If you are a regular viewer, well, I would love to know what you think of my channel. What is it about my channel you like? What do you want to see more of? Any video suggestions? Leave me a comment below, I would love to know. Now, I have been thrifting, well, probably since I could walk. When I was younger, it was because money was a little bit tight, and also charity shops were just a way that I could really explore and find my own style without having to spend much money. Before I even knew what vintage was, I was thrifting and hunting around, scouring the rails for fashion. It caught my eye. Honestly, I was. Now, back in the day, Primark was just not hugely known while I was growing up, and charity shops were the way forward if you wanted cheap clothes. But there was perhaps a stigma associated with buying your clothes from a charity shop. However, I just never felt that. I really did enjoy the thrill of just searching through the rails. My mum actually made a lot of my clothes growing up. I am from a large family, and we often bought our clothes from charity shops. Fast forward to the present day, and my favourite kind of thrifting is when you find vintage bargains that people have previously overlooked and you just know you can turn them into a fabulous outfit. I have just pulled up into my hometown of Huddersfield and I'm going to check out the charity shops. I think we have about 6 or 7 maybe, but we'll see what I can find. Obviously, due to the current pandemic, not every single charity shop in my hometown was open. However, I did manage to find myself some gorgeous bargains. And here is the haul. Normally, I am just not this neutral, but I was really drawn to these key pieces. The high street is full of beiges and creams and naturals, and I really think that that colour palette just works so well as we head into winter. Obviously, I am not a beige person. If it's too plain for me, I can always jazz it up with colours or patterns or jewellery anyway. So first in my haul is this Ralph Lauren top. This was £4. £4. That's 3. £4. £4 from a charity shop. I actually was drawn to this because of the colour. I thought it was a really nice green and I really liked the gold detail on the buttons there. I feel like this kind of green would work all the way up until Christmas, and because I was inspired by a Christmas kind of green, I actually found this, the granny skirt. It's tartan, it's pleats, it's got an elasticated waist. Like, who would not like this? I would definitely wear these together. I think that the green just works with the red. It's very, very Christmassy, but I like it. So this skirt I found in a charity shop is vintage, and I think at some point in the future it probably will need another bit of elastic put in inside it because the elastic is quite worn. And I would say that when you're looking at skirts and then on the hanger, definitely take them off and give them a little bit of a... what's the technical term for that? Give them that and just see like how much elastic they do have left, because this will definitely alter the lifespan of your pleated skirt if there's not much elastic left in it. However, I think there's still a little bit more wear that I can give to this. I actually got this for a £5 in the charity shops, like a £5. It does need a little bit of love. However, I think that even a new waistband, maybe like a tenner top, so £15 for a brand new skirt. So once I had managed to Bagsy this outfit, I really needed some shoes that went with it, obviously. I found these. These were not in a charity shop, I have to just let you know. From TK Maxx in the sale, and they're actually original Zara. They are real leather and they were £16. I think the gold detail in the Ralph Lauren shirt just really goes with the cowboy boots, also with the skirt. And I do think that these skirts have a bad rep. I think people think that they're just for grandmas. I mean, I am a bit of a granny, I guess, but I would not wear them with a twin sweat. Twin sweat? Ah, gee. I would not wear them with a tin sweat. Why can't I say that? Put my teeth back in. I would just not wear this with a twin set. I'd wear it with cowboy boots, obviously. Going in with another granny skirt. Now I did the test. Lots of Alaki there. This one is 100% polyester, so we know obviously it's a later period in vintage, and the pleats are really well intact. Also love the geoprint. It's a really eye-catching print, isn't it? You would definitely need to layer up with this kind of skirt because it's a little bit thin. You'd need some tights under there, but I liked all the colours because I thought that actually it would go with so much. On the top half you could wear navy blue, you could wear cream, you could wear white. I just think it goes with loads. I know it's another granny skirt, okay, but the reason why I love them so much is because of my proportions. I have broader hips and a smaller waist, and sometimes I really struggle to get skirts to fit me properly. However, with the waistband just being elasticated, they work. So I actually found this beautiful bargain in one of those like bargain bins where they don't have hangers and they just shove them in for £1. £1. One. The mind boggles. Remember how I said that it was quite a thin kind of material and you would need to layer it up with tights? Well, here comes the saviour. A beautiful jumper from BHS. I think it's a really simple but actually a really sweet little outfit. So this little sweetheart is 70% lamb's wool, 20% Angora, and 10% nylon. It's so snuggly, honestly, it's so soft, like I could just cuddle it. This was £4.99 and I thought that it would really work with my bargain skirt. Okay, so we're moving on to all things beige and neutral. It has pockets, it's fully lined, and oh my gosh, it's Jaeger. It's 100% wool, so really super thick and perfect for autumn winter. There are a few slight imperfections, but I think when you dress regularly in vintage, you come to expect that and you kind of overlook it a little bit. It's obviously being mended here, and it's got just a little click in the fabric there. For all its sins, it was £15. At a charity shop, £15 is probably quite expensive to you, I guess, but I know that this is vintage. I know that this label is a great label. I know it's great quality. I know it's already lasted 50 or 60 years, so I know that it's going to be with me for a long time. As a vintage lover, I do have my vintage label favourites, and Jaeger is definitely one of those. When I see that label in a charity shop, I get excited. I must admit, I just think someone has donated Jaeger. On my recent charity haul, I was actually quite surprised to see a lot of labels in charity shops. I don't really remember that when I was growing up. I saw labels like Hobbs, Principles, Ted Baker, New Look Misguided, like labels that I recognise. So even though you think that charity shops might just be full of old tat, actually they're not. The amount of things that I saw with tags still on, which I think is actually quite sad, and it's also quite a testament to the wasteful nature that we have as society. So would I spend £15 on a skirt in a charity shop again? Yes, I would. Now, everything on this rail that you've seen so far is vintage. This, however, is actually from Boohoo. It was £2 and it actually caught my eye because I thought it would be really nice for layering. I'm a huge fan of polo necks, especially in the autumn winter. I think they kind of lend a 1960s twist to some outfits, and I think they go with most things. Everybody needs a vintage blouse in their wardrobe, especially a white one with a pussy bow tie. You can find these types of blouses pretty much everywhere. vintage fairs, on charity shops, thrifting bins. There just seems to be a lot of them. You can layer them underneath a sweater, you could wear them with a skirt, a nice pair of jeans underneath a blazer. They just really work with everything. Now my bargain blazer. I got this for 10 quid and I love it. It is 100% pure new wool and it's also lined. It has immaculate buttons. There's no marks at all on it. And I do think that this is probably like late 80s. There's definitely some power shoulders in there. Blazers are a little bit of a funny one, I guess, for me. I really like them when they're nipped in. I don't generally go for an oversized kind of blazer. I guess my vintage-ishness was coming out when I bought this blazer. I just thought it would be perfect for a pair of jeans, maybe some boots. Even my cowboy boots would look cool with these. I also think it's the reason why I just can't put my own style in a particular box. As I previously explained, I am a mood dresser. It's why I can't commit to a specific vintage style. I love the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, but I also love like a random modern day look just thrown in there, probably with vintage hair still, but I just like it. I would really love to know how you define your style. Do you like keeping up with the latest trends, or do you prefer a more kind of alternative look? Are you dipping your toe in the vintage-ish waters? Or like me, are you just kind of a mood dresser and some days you're vintage, some days you're just, who knows? Last thing that I want to show you today is actually this bag. After buying all that beige, of course, this is what I was talking about. This is what I would do to a beige outfit. Just add a really kind of statement bag or a colour clash or a print or something just to jazz it up a little bit. And that's why I'm just vintage-ish. This is not era appropriate to any of these gorgeous pieces I have picked up, but this is why I love vintage style so much, because you can just pair what you like with what you like. Now, it's no secret that obviously I love fashion and I love experimenting with my style. I think it's important to all do our bit and recycle where we can. So many bargains to be had in charity shops. Give them a try, don't write them off. Just go with an open mind, just go forth and thrift with your good intentions and you will find some absolute gems, I promise. I don't want to mislead you and say that every single charity shop you wander into will have an abundance of vintage. That's probably not going to happen. You don't just have to buy vintage and wear vintage to be vintage. It's all about finding who you are, exploring your style and making yourself feel good by the things that you wear. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. I really appreciate your time. I hope you have enjoyed this video because guess what, guys? I decided I'm going to do a secondhand series because I just love thrifting and secondhand stuff so much. So tune in next Friday when you will see part 2 of my secondhand series. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Bye!